Maëla of France for Europe here. There is Masai Russell. Her first meet since the Olympics, this for the 24-year-old American. She's Olympic champion. It was a bit of a surprise, that one. And 12:33. Well, she's a 12:25 athlete at her best. That was at the US Championships. There is Nadine Visser. Visser, who is such a tried and tested performer, one of the few Europeans that can mix it with the best of the Americans. Kendra Harrison, former Olympic champion, 6th in the American Olympic trials, didn't even make the team for Paris. She was 3rd in her heat. Danielle Williams, semi-finalist in the Olympics, won her heat in 12:37, a season's best. Ackera Nugent, another Jamaican, along with Williams, they were in 4 and 5. Nugent won her heat in 12:30, a meeting record a couple of hours ago. Silesia Johnson, well, 2nd in the American Olympic trials. She was 7th in the Olympic final, 12:46 in her heat here. Grace Stark goes in lane 7. 5th in the Olympic Games, 2nd in Lausanne, really consistent form. She ran 12:38 in Lausanne, then 12:42 in her heat here a couple of hours ago. Samba Maëla, Sarina Samba Maëla, the Olympic silver medalist. That was the only medal for the French in track and field athletics at the Paris Games. She goes in lane 8, and Tonya Marshall there on the outside in lane 9. Marshall, who was 5th at the US Olympic trials, and just checking actually, this is her first meeting since the Olympic trials. Tonya Marshall, the 25-year-old. But look out here in particular for Masai Russell. She'll have been frustrated to have been 5th in her heat. She got through as a non-automatic qualifier to this from the 2 heats. She was the slowest of all of them, as they say, Hannah, with 12:56. But she is a 12:25 athlete. She's the fastest in the world this year. She's Olympic champion, and she's on the far side to right of picture in lane 1. Visser in 2. Kendra Harrison goes in 3. Danielle Williams of Jamaica 4. Ackera Nugent 5. Johnson in 6 for the USA. Stark 7. Samba Maëla of France 8. Marshall, nearest the camera there, in lane 9. Little twitch there, I thought, from Nugent in lane 5, but they're away well. There's not a lot in it at the moment. Going really well, those Nugent in 5. She's gradually forging her way into the lead here. Nugent, if she can hold it together these last couple of flights, and she does, wins it by the best fat end of a metre there. 12:27. Oh my word. She's getting quicker. That is a new lifetime best. And 12:27. That puts her right up there in the top 10 all time. There's only a handful of women have gone quicker than that in history. I'm just looking for the wind reading on that one. And 12:27. The wind was up to 1.9 earlier on. Minus 0.5. Wow. Turn that around, make it a little bit stronger. They don't want too strong a wind behind them, though, because it blows them into the barriers and upsets their stride pattern. And actually, if you're very, very fast over the barriers and in between the barriers, then maybe a little bit of a headwind is a good thing. It sort of holds you back a little bit from messing up your stride pattern. But 12:37. I thought 12:27 came up initially.
I think Nugent maybe hasn't got a timing chip on, because they're showing Grace Stark as the winner, and she was 2nd. Yeah, I was just trying to.
Thought I was going mad.
I'm really impressed by Nugent. We watched the heats earlier on, which she looked great, so it's no surprise she's running fast. But after that heat, she limped off. She had to take her shoes off straight away. She looked in a lot of pain. I was doubting whether we'd even see the Jamaican back out here in the final, and she's proved me wrong. She's come back and run even faster. It's a wonderful race from Nugent against a high-quality field.
Well, Ackera Nugent then, a meeting record in her heat, and improves it in the final. It's confirmed 12:29, that meeting record. It is a fabulous display of consistent sprint hurdling from the Jamaican. She's only 22 years old.
Ackera Nugent delivered a stunning performance in the 100-meter hurdles at the 2024 Silesia Diamond League, solidifying her position as one of Jamaica's most promising sprint hurdlers. Facing a competitive field, Nugent clocked an impressive 12.29 seconds, setting a new meet record and securing victory against some of the world's elite athletes. Among her rivals was Masai Russell, the reigning Olympic champion and pre-race favorite. Despite holding the year's fastest time, Russell struggled in the heats, barely advancing to the final as a non-automatic qualifier. The field also featured seasoned hurdlers like Nadine Visser of the Netherlands, former Olympic champion Kendra Harrison, and Jamaica's consistent performer Danielle Williams. The race opened with a strong start from multiple contenders, but Nugent gradually pulled ahead, showcasing outstanding speed between the hurdles and technical efficiency over them. She crossed the line well ahead of the competition, initially clocking 12.27 seconds, later revised to 12.29. This time places her among the top 10 fastest sprint hurdlers in history, marking a pivotal moment in her career. One of the most remarkable aspects of Nugent's display was her resilience. Earlier in the day, she dominated her heat in 12.30 seconds but showed visible discomfort afterward, removing her spikes and limping off the track. Doubts arose over whether she would even compete in the final. However, she not only lined up but delivered an even stronger performance, proving her toughness and competitive mindset. The final was run into a minus 0.5 meters per second headwind, a slight resistance that can sometimes aid sprint hurdlers by preventing them from overrunning the barriers. Nugent handled the conditions with composure, maintaining excellent form and closing the race with power and precision. Her ability to adapt to varying conditions underscores the maturity and tactical awareness needed at the highest level. Her victory in Silesia was particularly significant given her disappointment in Paris, where she failed to finish the Olympic final. This race served as redemption, demonstrating that she could compete with, and defeat, Olympic-caliber opponents. The field included Olympic silver medalist Irina Samba-Miila, who had won France's only track and field medal in Paris, and American Alicia Johnson, who placed 7th in that final. Nugent's rapid progression and consistency signal a bright future. At just 22, she has significant room for growth, and her recent performances suggest she could dominate sprint hurdling for years to come. Having already shown she can challenge the best, further refinement of her technique and race execution could elevate her to record-breaking levels. Her improved hurdling mechanics, stride efficiency, and reaction times have played key roles in her recent success, and as she sharpens these elements, she is poised to become even faster. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, fans are eager to see how she will fare in upcoming competitions. With major championships on the horizon, including the World Championships, Nugent has the opportunity to establish herself as one of the world's top hurdlers. If she maintains her current trajectory, she could emerge as a world champion and position herself as a top contender for Olympic gold in 2028. Her ability to learn from past performances, make adjustments, and continue improving sets her apart from many of her peers. The Silesia Diamond League was a showcase of elite hurdling talent, and Nugent's performance was among the highlights. Her consistency, combined with an ability to peak at crucial moments, makes her a formidable competitor. As she continues to shine on the global stage, her fan base is expanding, and more people are recognizing her immense potential. She has already become an inspiration for young Jamaican athletes, proving that dedication, resilience, and determination can lead to greatness.